starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Clemson's return team will have that offense backed up. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. Running back on linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
But last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Tompkins. The quick out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Here's the handoff. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Tigers will hustle to the line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the out.
And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working. getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pena. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Pulls it in on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. Coming out with it, it's Pena. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. NC State going up tempo. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To throw, it's Tompkins. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, NC State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to throw, it's Tompkins. Coming after it. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Ball in the air, intercepted! He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. And how about this? We get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll go to the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Peppers. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Tompkins. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He's going to have to break out the Thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late.
Going for it all. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here on third down. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Tompkins. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Pena. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the single back. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Ball's out. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll fire to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And that... Dude, man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They're trying to get to him. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The back goes in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Wants to go up top. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Steps away to find some room. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating, because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, NC State! And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what. Put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Throwing right. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation for the 4th quarter. I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. NC State quick to the line. Now on the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. Dialing up a second down pass play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to scramble. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.